Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try my hardest not to get in and over my head this video, but I can't help but tell you how excited I am about Trey Amos and what he's already doing for the team. So as we know, Ota'S has kicked off phase 3, and our young fella rookie second round pick Trey Amos already making some noise. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We had another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about Washington Commanders second round cornerback Trey Amos and how he's already wreaking havoc and making noise in OTAs. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So I already know, one, it's only May. It's not July, August, or even September yet. Relax, relax, relax. I understand, y'all. It is May, but it is so exciting to see a young fella that you have been hyped up about since drafting him actually making plays already. As we know, Washington spent the second round pick on cornerback Trey Amos, and I immediately loved that pick because I was like, oh yeah, I could see why they definitely invested more into the cornerback room. Because remember, I was already saying, like, I was fine with Mikey Sanders still playing on the outside, keeping Noah Igbenogany in the slot, and running Marshawn Lattimore back as the cornerback one, and I was perfectly fine with that because I, thought the cornerback room was better or good enough to, continue playing. But I was never opposed to investing more, upgrading if they felt need be. And once they got Trey Amos, I said, oh yeah, bro, he is definitely a NFC East cornerback. When you think about NFC East cornerbacks, I think of guys that match up well with the great receivers in this division. And who else are we going to have to match up against AJ Brown and Malik Neighbors and CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens outside of Marshawn Lattimore, right? So we needed another guy, and I think this cornerback tandem, we could end up having one of the best cornerback trios in the NFL, with obviously Mike Sanders still going back inside, and then the two boundary corners. And with Marshawn Lattimore hopefully being back healthy, that can create two boundary corners that's physical, that's both lengthy and not afraid to come down and make plays on the football. With Trey Amos, though, getting this early of action, I love it, man, because think about it, right? If you guys didn't know, which I'm sure you're already familiar with, but Trey Amos, if Josh Connolly Jr. wasn't there at our pick, he was going to be our first round pick. So them thinking that highly of Trey Amos to where he was going to be plan B if Josh Connolly Jr. wasn't there, and we ended up getting him in the second round. Could you imagine how they view him, how they think of him, what film they saw to make him feel like he was the first overall pick or first round pick worthy, whether it's plan A, plan B. The fact that he was even in consideration to be their first round pick says a lot about how they view Trey Amos. And if you ever get the opportunity to turn on the film for Trey Amos, man, please do yourself that favor because it's such a great watch. This man is very physical. He's not afraid to come down and tackle, not afraid to get in the chest of the receiver, press him off the line, and obviously he can make plays on the ball. And he's just your prototypical NFC East corner. We don't gotta worry about no more, small, malnourished cornerbacks that just aren't really that good in the division. AJ Brown able to eat off of them, or CeeDee Lamb able to get off on them. We actually have cornerbacks that can match up well against those guys. And again, I'm not afraid to say it, man. We may end up having one of the best cornerback rooms, not just in the division, but in the whole NFL, man. So per Zach Selsby the other day in OT OTAs. Trey Amos got an interception with the pass intended for Michael Gallup, and Jeremy Reeves also got a pass that was intended for Michael Gallup. He picked that pass off as well. And for one thing for certain, Michael Gallup is a guy that I really was banking to make this roster, and I don't want to look too deep into, you know, that specific placers, right? It's just May, of course, but I feel like a guy like Michael Gallup to make this roster really has to have, you know, minimum errors, you know what I'm saying? He has to take OTAs very serious. He has to take training camp very serious, because a lot of people believe he's on a short leash, although I'm looking at it from the upside standpoint that, hey, this is Michael Gallup, a former Dallas Cowboys 1,000-yard receiver. Some other people are like, hey, Juan, don't be surprised if he doesn't make this roster, man. He could truly miss out on this opportunity and not be a guaranteed a roster spot, and little plays like that could come back to bite him. But again, I don't want to look too hard into it's just OTAs, but I definitely had to mention that. And another thing that I have to mention is, why does Jeremy Reeves never get an opportunity at safety? Jeremy Reeves, as we know, is an all-pro punt coverage guy, gunner, you know what I'm saying, a demon when it comes to special teams. But Jeremy Reeves has been around this team for a very, very long time, and he's never gotten the true opportunity to play safety outside of 2020. 2020, that stretch where it was, I think it was him and Cam Curl, or him and DeShazer Everett, like it was those two guys on the back end in 2020. They were playing really, really well together, and I just always felt like Jeremy Reeves never gets his opportunity unless it's like preseason training camp or mini camps, and he's always seeming to make a play. I don't know if it's just me loving Revo, man, for him just being, you know, one of the longest tenured Washington Commanders players alongside Tress Way, and just being that dominant as a special teams player, or if I'm not the only one that sees he actually has some talent to play safety, man. I think there's a way that if they keep him around, it's not just because of how good he is at special teams. I know they believe deep down inside he provides true depth as a safety, because I mean he survived so many different regimes, right? Like he was with Jay Gruen, he was with Ron Rivera, and he was with now this regime and Dan Quinn. And obviously, again, he's very good at being special teams player. We know that's his main niche. But I'm telling you, bro, Jeremy Reeves can definitely be a quality safety and deserves some type of snaps, man, instead of just preseason and training camp, because he's always making a play. Shout out to Revo for getting an interception. But honestly, though, y'all, I really want y'all to think about it. Like right now, we don't have proof because it's not like the season yet. Like it's not September, so we can't really say, oh yeah, look at him, look at him, look at him. But just think about it, like how great this cornerback room could truly be if Marshawn Lattimore really gets back to being himself, which I know a lot of people are truly down on him right now because of how he, you know, didn't perform last season or lack thereof, and then he didn't come to voluntary OTAs. You got some media members that's upset about that, which I think is just truly, you know what I'm saying, stupid, right? You shouldn't be upset at a guy that's not at voluntary OTAs. It's voluntary for a reason. Would you want him there? Of course. But if Marshawn Lattimore truly can get back to his old form, man, I think this cornerback's going to set the tone for this cornerback room, because I mean, although Mikey Sanders still kind of set the standard, he's like the defensive version of Jaden Daniels, right? He came in and he was really, really good. I know he had that one game versus Cincinnati on the outside, but other than that, he was really, really good last year. And a lot of the people are going to have the same expectations for Trey Amos. Is that fair? Probably not, but I think that highly of Trey Amos. But I am thinking even more highly of Marshawn Lattimore, because he sets the standard, right? If he's good, I think that's going to be like a triple effect, right? It's going to go down to the confidence of Trey Amos, then Mikey Sanders still, you know what I'm saying? But if he's not good, then I don't know, man. I'm really not upset if he's not good. I know we traded a third-round pick for him, but the contract, you can get out of his contract next year, so he can be pretty much one and done. This is his last year if he doesn't pan out, but I truly think a healthy Marshawn Lattimore, a full off-season Marshawn Lattimore, he's going to get back to his old self. And I think that's just going to be so great for this cornerback room. Because think about it again. When is the last time we had a really, really good cornerback room? Like, I can't even tell you, right? Like, I mean, last night I was watching Brashad Breeland and D'Angelo Hall highlights, you know what I'm saying, versus the Eagles in 2014. Like, I was watching those E.J. Biggers and Brandon Merriweather. Like, I went down this rabbit hole just watching old film and, like, just looking at it like, man, we've never had, like, a true cornerback room. It's always been just one guy, or quite frankly, no guys. Like, I know David Amerson was good for a stretch, Brashad Breeland was good for a stretch, right? Quentin Dunbar, but we've never had like a legit cornerback room like how we could potentially have now with Trey Amos, Marshawn Lattimore, Mikey Sanders still. So again, I know it's just OTAs, but I wanted to come on here to kind of hype up my young fella because I think he is going to be really good. You hear the way he talks and pressers and stuff like that. He's just ready to work, and that's the mentality that you want to have on this team. That's the mentality that Adam Peters drafts. Everyone that he seems to draft gets it, right? And you have to give him credit. You got to give the scout department credit for finding these guys, because in years past, again, we would not have been getting it right, or at least having a feeling that we were getting these draft picks right. We still got to wait and see for this upcoming draft class and see how the second year is for the 2024 draft class. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Just a quick little video hyping up my guy Trey Amos. What you guys think about Trey so far? Do y'all love what y'all got out of him, out of OTAs? How much stock are you putting into that? Or are you just like, Juan, I'm waiting and seeing, I'm going to let it play out? As always, it's me, your boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 10,000 subscribers, so that we greatly appreciate it if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave a fuck. Ballin' like I'm D-Sean, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a line.